today I stand before you to speak on a topic that may sound legal but is at its core deeply human. From hate speech to hate crime, where should law draw the line? Now I invite you all to recall a moment, not dramatic but subtle. A room, a circle of voices, a remark disguised as humor, and laughter follows. But one person falls silent. They smile, not out of amusement, but hesitation, because standing out feels harder than fitting in. For most of us, that moment fades, but for them, it lingers in their thought, their confidence, in their sense of belonging. And we dismiss it as just words. But if they were just words, why do they endure? It's because hate does not erupt as violence. It begins quietly, in words, in tone, in actions that we allow. We allow it. When we laugh at something that feels wrong, when we remain silent when someone is diminished, when we label harm as harmless. And every time we do that, we push away the boundary between expression and injury, the boundary between opinion and dehumanization. And so when we ask, where should law draw the line, we must first recognize this. The law does not witness the beginning. It encounters the aftermath. It punishes the act, but not the words that normalize it. And therein lies the challenge. So we must first understand that the hate always leads to the hate crime. It makes prejudice appear reasonable, exclusion justified, and it sometimes makes violence appear permissible. And therein, that is the progression from hate speech to hate crime. So, where must the law intervene? Not a discomfort, for truth can unsettle. Not a disagreement, because disagreement refines society. The law must intervene when speech inflicts harm, when it instills fear, targets identity, or takes away a person's right to express with dignity. That is where the speech is no longer liberty, it turns into liability. So, it turns into a liability. So, this is not merely just a social issue, it is a societal responsibility. Because because if we just rely on the law, we are already too late. Because by then, the damage is already done. Our mind has been shaped, our confidence has been shaken, and a sense of belonging has been weakened. So when we are in a situation where hate is represented, we have two choices, either to remain silent or to respond. And sometimes the strongest response is the simplest word, no. No, this is unacceptable. No, this is not humor. No, this is not defiance. Because hate does not grow through resistance. It grows through silence. And silence is never neutral. It enables. And what it enables does not remain contained. It spreads from an individual to a collective, from a collective to a culture. So, whenever we are in a situation of hate, we should not ask where the law must draw the line. We should ask where will we draw it? Where will we choose to speak? Where will we choose courage over comfort? Because when we protect the dignity of all, we protect everyone's dignity, confidence, and sense of belonging. When we protect the dignity of all, we do not just respond to hate, we prevent it. And that is where the line truly belongs. Thank you.